for Brooklyn.
Yo, 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 what's going on, folks? ELTheGeek back once again, this time with some gameplay. Once again of NBA 2K14 with Brooklyn Nets versus Indiana Pacers. So, let's go ahead and get in. Go ahead with me starting getting... George Hill.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
It's Williams with the drive. And George with the block.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Turn the TV down a little bit so it's not getting picked up.
It was a win against the Suns in Phoenix.
In that game, guys, was...
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Bench can be. I thought the reserve production...
Come on, Joe.
Key. Exactly. That was where a lot of their scoring came from. It was a big game for the backups.
Now here's Lopez, following the miss by David West. Williams passes to Garnett. And that
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. KG.
I didn't expect to hear this.
Regardless of whatever happens with Kevin Garnett, man, I'm telling you, I mean,
He was named the head coach.
dude is probably one of the most passionate basketball players I've seen in like
Obviously, great basketball.
quite some damn time.
So well respected as a...
It's kind of like old school, like the 80s, like crazy as far as
becomes an excellent
passion for the game. Not many people are Kevin Garnett passionate.
profession, but one of the most intelligent and respected point guards over his 19 years in the NBA.
Yeah, always.
All right, come on.
His basketball IQ off the charts.
Go ahead and do this again.
Guys that could go right from playing to being a successful head coach.
Now here's Williams. Lopez left side. In low to Garnett.
Damn, that pass was too slow.
The break. Unloads from 13. And a foul.
Damn it.
Shot got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And now let's check in with
That looks like Darren Williams. Looks like Darren Williams with like a mix of like Jordan Farmar.
The Cavaliers came out on top against the Wizards in Washington. Just a huge game. They pull out in over.
Damn, I didn't even see the scores. Holy crap.
Kyrie Irving.
Wait, I thought the Knicks lost by 1.
And their top scorer was Carmelo Anthony. That's all we have for you here in the studio until the Sprint halftime report. Until then, back to Kevin Harlan and the gang.
Thanks, Damon, for the update.
Yeah, some good battles happening in the Eastern Conference today. I'll bet we see a lot of interesting developments.
All right, come on, let's get that shot going. Totally forgot that if I don't press anything, it's going to sit here and keep on doing the extras.
Well, if the Pacers wanted to grab the
All right, there we
attention of
go.
the league with their postseason play, they certainly did that. They marched through the first two rounds by knocking off the Hawks and the Knicks. And boy, remember, they were a game away from the NBA Finals.
Now here's Johnson. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix. Clock at 4.
Damn it.
Kept alive. Here's Lopez. And he
Still trying. Oh, I don't know if you guys know, by the way, all these NBA 2K14 videos I've made, well, after the first one, are pretty much back to back. So if you guys see me, if you notice that in those videos, I just so happen to be, trying to do a little bit extra with the ball, it's because they're all back to back to back.
good. Ultimately, the Pacers would fall.
Roy Hibbert.
They put them to the test. I don't think there's any doubt.
He just had a huge game the other day.
Than they had going into the playoffs. It took 7 games, Clark, and you saw them all. Which
But it was like 24 points and 8 blocks. Dude's a beast, man.
It indicates they can compete with anybody. And you have
Uh-oh.
like
Let's get back. Oh.
They've got a chance to be a championship team before long.
and that one's good.
Well, I think this is the start.
Good old West.
Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Joe Johnson on the wing. Johnson left side. Pass to Lopez. Out of bounds. Next ball is Brooklyn.
Off his leg. Sitting by yourself, huh?
Now with this list of last
Right on the front. Front row by yourself. That's what I'm talking
He's
about.
one of the best distributors of the basketball all season long and was really one of his team's bright spots a year ago.
Pierce inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by West.
Now, he thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
And taken away by Johnson. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
Dude dunking like he's like 26. He's like 47. Not literally, but you know what I mean. He's old. Old there.
Kicks it to Granger. Good.
Damn. Didn't get back.
Another nice bucket down.
All my fault, too.
Been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Here's Williams after Danny Granger's bucket.
Dang it.
Williams suffered a lot of injuries in the first half of last season and finally got healthy in the second half, and it showed. He was fantastic during the last 30 or 40 games or so. And I think now with all this talent around him, the situation is perfect for Williams to reestablish
There we go.
himself as one of the elite players in this league.
I have to get back in the habit of knowing when to release my shots.
Stevenson's checked in for George. And it's Watson in for George Hill. Here's Copeland. Drills the three-point.
Damn.
Copeland
Just came in with it, huh?
his first basket of the game. And for Williams last season, he seemed to get better, Clark, as the season wore on. Not usually the case with injuries.
But I think he, like a lot of players, Kevin, may have still been recovering from the grind of the condensed schedule 2 seasons ago. You know, he started playing in Turkey before starting that team.
Yep, I totally didn't expect to do that.
Factor in Team USA play in the summer. He put a lot of wear and tear on his body, and I think it just took a while for it to rebound.
Now here is Kirilenko. He's guarded by Stevenson, and he gets the bucket.
Didn't expect that guy to be right there.
Rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
I don't make it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That was a save.
Mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Williams attacking. There's the dish to Blotch. And the rebound goes to
That was a horrible layup. Holy crap.
the last time out.
Yeah, and in the end, it wasn't even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the
Damn.
field.
AK-47 couldn't do it, huh? All right.
Offensively, they just had a rhythm that was impressive.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Watson. Williams can't hit.
That was a horrible shot.
Kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Watson with it. Now Kirilenko defending. Here is Watson. Knocked away.
Uh-oh.
The steal.
Old man legs. Couldn't even raise up. All right. I know I wasted up all that speed, but whichever. I lost my quarter. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. All right, folks. That is it. Thanks for watching. Take care and enjoy. Peace.